Good morning, dear students. I am here again for chapter 2, plant tissue culture. So, as you know that plant tissue culture is the in vitro culture of plant cell, tissue and organ on artificial nutrient media under controlled climatic conditions, that is called as the plant tissue culture. The main aim of the plant tissue culture is the multiplication of the plant, that we also called as micro propagation, where the smallest part of the plant has been used for the multiplication of large number of plants. So for plant tissue culture we use different part of the plant that we called as the explant. So the explant, it may be the piece of the leaf, stem, it may be the node, it may be the embryo, it may be the pollen, anther, ovule, ovary. So any part of the plant that has been used for inoculation on culture media, that has been used for the plant tissue culture, it is called as the explant. So the next requirement for the plant tissue culture is the media preparation. So media, it is the nutrient composition that has been required for the growth of the explant. The success of plant tissue culture lies in the composition and perfect preparation of nutrient or growth medium, hormones and culture conditions such as temperature, pH, light, humidity, etc. So in the definition we seen that the tissue culture is the in vitro culture of plant cell, tissue and organ on artificial nutrient medium. So this artificial nutrient medium or the growth medium is essential for the success of the plant tissue culture. Furthermore, the culture condition, these are the in vitro conditions such as temperature, pH, light, humidity, that has to be maintained at required level. So the success of plant tissue culture lies in the composition and the perfect preparation of nutrient medium, hormones and also on the culture conditions such as temperature, pH, light, humidity, etc. The growth medium or the nutrient medium is a composition of essential minerals and vitamins that are necessary for a plant's growth and development. So here we are studying the media preparation. So the media must composed of essential mineral elements. So there are 16 mineral elements that said to be essential for normal growth and development of the plant. So the media should contain the balanced composition of these essential minerals along with the vitamins. All the components of a culture media must be in sterile conditions to avoid the contamination. So the contaminations are the unwanted growth of the microorganisms like bacteria, fungi. So to avoid this, to kill these microorganisms, the sterilization has been carried out. So along with the other accessories of the plant tissue culture, the culture media is also sterilized to avoid to kill the microorganisms. Okay, so the growth medium is a composition of essential minerals and vitamins that are necessary for a plant's growth and development. Now the constituents of media. The tissue culture media used in plant tissue culture are composed of some basic components. So there are the components which makes the constituents of the media. The first one is the essential elements or mineral ions supplied as a complex mixture and salts as inorganic nutrients. So these are the inorganic nutrients. All essential mineral elements like nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, calcium, ferrous, copper, cobalt, molybdenum, manganese, these are the essential mineral element that has been supplied in the culture medium or in a nutrient medium as a complex mixture and salts. All these are collectively known as inorganic nutrients. Then an organic supplements that can supply vitamins, amino acids, organic extracts. So all these are the organic supplements or the organic components. So the culture media or the nutrient media possesses inorganic nutrients and organic nutrients. Then a source of a fixed carbon, usually a sugar, that is the sucrose, has been used as a energy source. So energy source in the form of a sucrose, in the form of a sugar, has been required as a source of fixed carbon. So constituents of the media here, now it comprises inorganic nutrients, organic nutrients, and a source of fixed carbon, that is the sucrose, as a energy source. Then the solidifying agent, or it is also called as gelling agents. So solidifying agent, agar agar, plant growth regulators that we seen here, that is the auxins, cytokinins, gibberellins, ethylene, abscisic acid. Then highly clean and sterile equipment. So all the equipments that has been used during the plant tissue culture are all highly clean and sterile. The sterilization has been done in an instrument called as autoclave. So the glasswares, even the water that we use, is also sterilized in the autoclave to avoid contamination. Next is the pH of the medium. So the required pH has been kept during the preparation of the medium before sterilization. Then the activated charcoal, some antibiotics we also use to avoid the growth of the bacteria. Antibiotics like penicillin we generally use in the plant tissue culture media to avoid growth of bacteria. So these are the constituents of the media. So the general constituents consist of inorganic nutrients, organic nutrients, a carbon source, gelling agent, plant growth regulators, and finally the antibiotics. Furthermore, the sterilization has to be maintained. pH of the medium should be maintained at a required level. In some cultures, the activated charcoal is also used. So this is the constituents of media. Then media preparation. So we know here up to this stage the number of constituents that are required for the media preparation. Now we are going for media preparation. The composition of the culture media is depends on particular species of the plant, types of material used for culture, that is the explant, it may be the cells, tissues, organs, protoplast, etc. So what type of explant that we are using in the tissue culture experiment. So the media composition depends on the type of explant used or the material used for culture. Furthermore, the particular species of the plant, the specific requirement of the specific requirement means specific nutrient requirement of the plant differs from species to species. So the composition of the media has been depends on particular species of the plant and the type of explant or the material used for culture. After the availability of all the materials, one can start preparation of different culture media required for plant tissue culture. The culture media are largely responsible for the in vitro growth and morphogenesis of the plant tissues. So here, after collecting all the materials required for the preparation of different culture media, the culture media, it is largely responsible for the in vitro growth and the differentiation of the plant organ, that is the morphogenesis. So the development of shoots, development of the root, it has been depends on the composition of the culture media. The success of plant tissue culture depends on the choice of the nutrient medium. Basically, the plant tissue culture media should contain the same nutrients as required by the whole plant. So the most critical point in the plant tissue culture is the media preparation and the designing of the media. The composition of the medium, it is basically same with respect to the nutrients required by the whole plant. But some plant requires some specific nutrients and the concentration of the nutrient also varies from plant species to plant species. So the success of the plant tissue culture largely depends on the choice of the nutrient medium. Okay, so these are the things we should be keep in mind while the media preparation. Now the major types of media used for tissue culture. So different types of media has been used. Media, it is the composition of the nutrient elements that we call it as the media. So the different types of media has been used in the tissue culture. One by one we are going to study this medium. So the first one is the White's medium. So this is the one of the earliest plant tissue culture media developed for root culture. So for root culture, the media developed, it is the White's medium. The composition has been given in a table also. Next to this is the MS medium. MS, Murashige and Skoog originally formulated a medium to induce organogenesis, that is the development of the organ, formation of the organs and regeneration of plant in cultured tissue. These days, MS medium is widely used for many types of culture system. So MS, Murashige and Skoog medium, that is originally formulated to induce organogenesis and regeneration of plant in cultured tissue. And this is the most popular media among the different media used for tissue culture. MS medium. Next is the B5 medium. This medium is developed by Gamborg. This medium was originally designed for cell suspension and callus cultures. So these different types of cultures we already seen here. So cell suspension culture, callus culture, for that B5 medium has been used, which was developed by Gamborg. At present, with certain modification, this medium is also used for protoplast culture. So for the culture of the protoplast, some modification has been made in the B5 medium, so it can also use for protoplast culture. So this medium, B5 medium, has been developed by Gamborg. Next is the N6 medium. The scientist formulated this medium and it is used for anther culture besides other tissue culture. So for anther culture, the N6 medium has been used. Then fifth one is the niche medium. So niche medium, this medium was developed by niche and frequently used for anther cultures. So for anther culture, this media is the specified media. Among the media referred above, MS medium is most frequently used in the plant tissue culture work due to its high success with several plant species and culture system. So here up to this stage we discussed 5 different types of nutrient media used for tissue culture. So among these different types of culture media, the MS medium is most frequently used in the plant tissue culture work because of its high success with several plant species and culture system. Okay, so the MS medium is the most frequently used medium in the plant tissue culture. In addition to this, here there are 2 more media, that is the synthetic and natural media. So this name suggests the meaning of this media. Synthetic media, if the medium is composed of chemically defined components, it is known as synthetic medium. And on the other hand, if the medium contains natural compounds such as vegetable extract, fruit juice, plant extract, coconut water, etc., it is called as natural medium. Mostly for accurate and fast result, synthetic media are prepared. So 2 types of media. Here the media composition that we seen here, there are 5 different types of media used for tissue culture. All are the synthetic media. So these media are composed of chemically defined components of known concentration, that is the synthetic medium, while the natural medium contains certain natural compounds such as fruit juice, plant extract, coconut water, vegetable extract. So these are the natural medium. But in the plant tissue culture, mostly for accurate and fast result, synthetic media are preferred. So here this is the chart that showing major constituents of the culture medium. Here is the culture medium constituents has been divided into 2 types, inorganic nutrients and organic nutrients. Here the water is essential for the culture medium. Inorganic nutrients possesses macronutrients and micronutrients. So macronutrients, those nutrients which are required in a large quantity, these are referred as macronutrients. Micronutrients, those are required in small quantity. Macronutrients like nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, calcium, these are the macronutrients, while micronutrients like copper, molybdenum, ferrous, manganese, these are the boron, these are the micronutrients. So here those nutrients, those inorganic nutrients which are required in large quantity, macronutrients, while those are required in small quantity, micronutrients. Further, these organic nutrients are divided into 5 types of nutrients, that is the carbon and energy source, organic supplements, activated charcoal, solidifying agent like agar, natural complexes. So these are the organic nutrients, of which organic supplements are important, that possesses vitamins, amino acids, antibiotics, growth hormones or growth regulators. So here there are 4 types of growth regulators are generally used: auxins, cytokinins, gibberellins and abscisic acid. So this is the composition of the culture medium. These are the major constituents that should be added in the culture medium, that possesses inorganic nutrients, organic nutrients, carbon and energy source, plant growth regulators, antibiotics, amino acids, vitamins, solidifying agents, some natural complexes. So these are the major constituents of the culture medium. Now the pH of the medium. The optimum pH of the most tissue culture media is in the range of 5 to 6. So the pH of the medium has to be maintained between 5 to 6. The pH generally falls by 0.3 to 0.5 units after autoclaving the medium. So the required range, that is the 5 to 6 pH range, has to be maintained, because generally what happens, the pH falls by 0.3 to 0.5 units after autoclaving the medium. So if we require the pH of the medium 5.5, then we have to put it as 5.8 or 5.9, because the pH generally falls by 0.3 to 0.5 units after autoclaving. The media should be autoclaved for sterilization, to kill the contaminant, to kill the unwanted microorganisms. So after autoclaving, the pH generally falls by 0.3 to 0.5 units. So the pH has to be adjusted as per the requirement. Before sterilization, the pH can be adjusted to the required level. At pH higher than 7 and lower than 4.5, the plant cells stop growing in the culture medium. So the pH should be maintained in the range of 5 to 6, because at higher pH, that is the higher than 7 and lower than 4.5, the plant cells stop growing in the culture medium. Next is the preparation of media. Now here the constituents of each famous and commonly used media given below in the table. By referring the table and the procedure as well as precautions, anyone can prepare the media required for tissue culture. So by using the constituents given in the table, one can prepare the culture media. The composition given by the different types of culture media are also given in the table. The general methodology for medium preparation involves preparation of stock solutions using high purity chemicals and demineralized water. So stock solutions first are prepared. So what are the stock solution? The stock solution can be stored in glass or plastic containers, frozen and used as and when required. Most of the growth regulators are heat soluble in water. They have to be dissolved in NaOH or alcohol. So here the preparation of the media has been generally done conventionally with the preparation of the stock solutions. So these stock solutions are the concentrated solutions of the required nutrients. So here, for example, here this table possesses the different types of media: MS medium, B5 medium, half MS medium. So these are the macro elements or the inorganic nutrients. Micro elements, inorganic nutrients, those are required in small quantity. Vitamins, these are the some of the natural complexes, glycine, some vitamins like glycine, myoinositol, nicotinic acid, pyridoxine HCl, thiamine HCl. So these are the mineral composition of the different types of plant tissue culture media used here. Suppose here we follow the MS medium table. So for the preparation of MS medium, we have to take all these chemicals in this required quantity and dissolve it in 1 liter of the water. So this quantity given here for the preparation of 1 liter medium. So for the preparation of medium, every time we have to take all these chemicals, weigh these chemicals and dissolve in water and make a final volume 1 liter every time. So instead of this, we have to prepare the stock solutions. So here we are going to prepare the stock solutions of macro element. So my macro element given in the MS medium are calcium chloride, potassium dihydrogen orthophosphate, dipotassium sulfate, here potassium nitrate, magnesium sulfate and ammonium nitrate. So these are the chemicals we taken here. Here the quantity given for the preparation of 1 liter media. Here we are going to prepare the stock solution for 10 liter. Okay, so multiply this number with the value 10 because we are going to prepare the stock solution for 10 liter. If you use all this stock one time, we can prepare the 10 liter of the culture medium. Here we prepare the stock for 10 liter. So give a name as 10x. It is multiplied by 10. 10 times it is concentrate than the given for 1 liter. So here this calcium chloride 2.990 has been multiplied by 10. The value of 10, it is taken in a gram and it has been dissolved in 500 ml of water. Okay, so here we prepare the 10 times more concentrated stock solution for macro elements, similarly micro elements, vitamins also. So in this way we prepare the stock solution. Now for the preparation of 1 liter media, we have to take only the 100 ml of the 50 ml of macro element because the concentration is 10x, it is 10 times more concentrated and the volume is 500 ml. Okay, so by using 500 ml we can prepare the 10 liter of the culture medium. Now my requirement is only 1 liter. So for that 500 divided by 10, what we get? The 50. So by using 50 ml we can prepare the 1 liter of the stock. Okay, for 2 liter we can take the 100 ml of macronutrient stock solution and make a final volume to 1000 ml. Okay, make the final volume to 2000 ml, that is the 2 liter. So for 1 liter we have to take 50 ml this, 50 ml this and again 50 ml from this. Okay, so in this way we can prepare the 1 liter of the medium. Similarly is the case for the other plant tissue culture media, that is the B5 medium, half MS medium. So in this way we can first prepare the stock and then go for the preparation of the medium. Now dry powders in media preparation. So conventionally, or the conventional method of preparation of different media in tissue culture is tedious and time consuming also. Here we already seen the table where the different chemicals we have to take and weigh it, dissolve in the distilled water, make a stock, take some volume of the stock for the preparation of the culture medium. So this work is found to be tedious and time consuming also. Nowadays plant tissue culture media are commercially prepared and available in the market as dry powders. So these dry powders has been used in the media preparation. So the requisite medium can be prepared by dissolving the powder in a glass distilled water or demineralized water. Sugar, organic supplement, agar are added and pH is adjusted and the medium is diluted to the final volume, that is the 1 liter. So for the preparation of 1 liter we have to take the 50 ml from the 10x stock, 50 ml from the macronutrient 10x stock, from 50 ml from the vitamin stock. So all these things can be avoided by using the dry powders. Also ready-made dry powders are available in the market for the preparation of 1 liter media. So that required, suppose MS medium can be prepared by dissolving the powder in a distilled water. So sugar, organic supplements, agar are added, pH is adjusted and the medium is diluted to final volume of usually 1 liter. So in this way the MS medium has been prepared very easily. So this is all about the media preparation. Now we are going for the sterilization of the media. So the sterilization, inoculation, incubation, hardening. So these are the steps in the plant tissue culture. So the first step that we seen here, the media preparation. Now after this we are going for sterilization of media. So sterilization we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.